that picks the last receiver, because I believe you're splitting hairs with all three of these receivers. Again, they're all a little bit different, but Jordyn Tyson, to me, I think Jordyn Tyson's a phenomenal receiver, another receiver that could play all three receiver positions on the field. He's 6'2". He has really good size. I think the biggest thing with Jordyn Tyson out of the three receivers we're going to talk about, I think his burst is a little bit better than all three of them. I think his ability to have yards after the catch and get him the ball is a lot easier. I think Jordyn Tyson, again, the biggest thing with Jordyn Tyson that everybody is going to stray off for Jordyn Tyson with is just he's been injured. 2022, 2023, 2022, 2024, and 2025. He was injured all three of those years. He was injured this year. This year, I kind of think it was a little bit like him not coming back because Arizona State was dead. I mean, you had Sam Levitt, who was the top transfer portal ad and the transfer portal ad quarterback. He got hurt late in the year. And then Jordyn Tyson, I believe, didn't really have much more to prove. I mean, this guy's going to be an NFL first rounder. Like I said, he only played half of the season. When he was in that 2024 season, the biggest thing that I took away from that 2024 season is his willingness to block. Now, if you remember, they had Cam Skattebo at running back. A lot of Arizona State was running through Cam Skattebo. He showed willingness to block. I personally love that. Now, I don't know, again, as he turns pro, if he's going to be willing to do that. I think that's great for him as well because, again, when you look at a lot of these receivers on this list, a lot of them are willingness blockers in the run game. Jordyn Tyson is that to me. And, again, like I said, Jordyn Tyson could really do pretty much everything. He's at pretty good size at 6'2". Like I said, could play everywhere on the field. He is pretty explosive. Again, it's just the sample size. Again, this guy gets hurt every single year. That's the only thing that I think you could really point to with Jordyn Tyson. We saw him as, again, a punt return, a kick return. He may be used as that early as well. Now, a couple of teams with Jordyn Tyson that I do like. I kind of like Cleveland at 6. Cleveland does need another pass catcher in that offense. I get it. They don't have their quarterback right now. But Cleveland at 6. I don't really see Jordyn Tyson falling past like 8, 9. I also like the Saints. Again, you have
I was looking at the Saints too. There's a lot of teams that need receivers.
I like the Saints because, again, Tyler Shuck, he was pretty impressive this year. And, again, we thought this was going to be a year where the Saints were going to take a quarterback. They found something in Tyler Shuck to add on to that offense. I don't think it's a bad move at all. But, like I said, Jordyn Tyson, I think probably at his size, at his burst, I do think he could have the most upside out of any receiver on this list. It's just, again, like, if you're going to take somebody that's injured every single year of their college career, you're nervous that that's going to linger into their NFL career, which, again, I think it's a valid take. It's something that, again, I can't really dispute. But, I kind of think this year was just a little bit of Arizona State being dead. Like, I don't think he really had much more to prove. I think he wanted to rest up for the NFL draft. What do you think about everything?
Yeah, I mean, I do like the Cleveland pick. I feel like with Cleveland, like we got to see what happens with the quarterback position going forward. The defense is obviously the strength of the team. That could be definitely a good spot for him because, I know they paid Jerry Jeudy, but I feel like with this offense, they need to really add to it if they want Shedeur Sanders to work, if that is the plan going forward. Obviously, the young tight end that they had last year, Fannin, he was pretty good for them. Quinshon Judkins showed them some potential before he went down. So they do have some, pieces there going forward, but they do need to add to that receiver room. So it wouldn't surprise me if they go receiver there. The Saints would be a good spot. You could add opposite Olave. I know the Chiefs are there too, but I feel like that could be they could potentially go maybe running back at that spot. I know that could be a potential there. I know the Dolphins. We'll see what happens with Tyreek Hill, coming back. I know you got Waddle there, but obviously Tyreek Hill suffered that leg injury, so maybe they go playmaker. Also, that's another team. We got to see what they do at quarterback going forward. But like I said, there are a lot of teams. I mean, even before that, the Giants could use another receiver, obviously, opposite the neighbors. We'll see what they do with Wan'Dale Robinson. It's going to be interesting to see what happens there. But I do like the Browns. I do like the Saints. I feel like those are two teams that you could definitely see them going wide receiver with their first selection.
Yeah, and I was going to mention too, I'm not going to lie, like throughout like these top 3 receivers in this list this year, we're going to talk about 2 and 1 next. Like it has fluctuated my top 3 receiver list like all within the past year. I mean, this podcast knows there was at a point where I had Jordyn Tyson as the best receiver in the country going into the year, and then again through the first half of the year. But at the same time, like the concerns everybody else has, I kind of like bit into that as well. Like if you're gonna have 2 receivers in front of Jordyn Tyson that I kind of believe just as much in, why am I going to take the player that's injured the last 3 years now? Again, another thing with Jordyn Tyson that was kind of tough in 2024, I do believe he lost focus. He did have a lot of drops in 2024 as well, a lot of easy drops. He did finish 2024 good, but then again, towards the end of the season where they needed him, he wasn't there. So Jordyn Tyson, again, I think you're getting possibly the receiver with the best upside in the entire draft, but it's just if you could overlook the injury standpoint, which again, a lot of people do bite into. And again, when it happens 3 out of whatever 4 years in college, like I'm kind of big on it too. Just again, because like I said, all these receivers in the top 3, I feel like we're splitting hairs with, even though I believe their play styles are all different.